I'm already live. What are you talking about?
Well, let's go. Let's talk.
You're live right now.
Am I? On what channel?
Well, is this Brian St. John?
It might be.
Is this Brian St. John?
It might be.
Talk to me, bro. Listen,
What do you want to talk
I'm
about, Dalton?
recording. I'm recording. If that's good enough, I'm not live, but you'll definitely be live later.
Well, ask me some questions. Let's go.
Why don't I mean you called me?
Well, of course I called you. You're wasted. Let's talk.
Wasted. I'm wasted right now.
You might be.
I'm
I
not
don't know.
wasted. I
I'm
haven't.
just
Yeah, I haven't
messing
been
with you.
drink. Haven't been drinking lately. My stomach just
That's not
can't
good.
handle it.
That's not good. You should definitely be drinking at least a bottle a day, Dalton.
Yeah, my stomach can't handle it. Hey, did you hear that other phone call today?
I did.
Do you know who that was?
No.
Oh, so because
Who
the
was it?
the last thing they said was that they had more subscribers than me, so it was just like another YouTuber, I guess. And I just wondered if you knew who they were.
I don't know. It's probably what's her face? The purple people eater.
Come on, but you and her got along, didn't you?
Maybe. Or
Yeah.
maybe it was all an act. Dalton, you know the YouTube game's all about acts, man. You know that.
Well, I
All
think
about
I
playing a
think
part.
I think there's some genuine YouTubers.
There might be, but if you want to be one of the big ones in this game, you know you're going to have to play a part at some point.
Like big, like what do you mean big? What's big for you?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Logan Paul?
Yeah, no. Hey, I met Logan at the Flat Earth convention. That's pretty
Did you?
crazy. Yeah, so
Did you guys walk from California to Antarctica?
I did not do that. Listen, I got a phone call from my buddy in Dallas who was running the AV, all the AV at the Flat Earth convention in Denver. Had no
Right.
idea that he was talking about the Flat Earth convention. He just said, "Hey, I got this convention up in Denver. Can you handle the live stream on it?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'll go up there and handle the live stream." I end up at the International Flat Earth conference. Like people from all over the freaking world show up to this thing, and lo and behold, I'm walking in and there's Logan Paul at the Flat Earth conference. He even gets up. I think there's some YouTube videos of him up talking on stage at the
Well,
Flat
you know
Earth
why he was
conference.
there, right? Because
Yeah,
it's controversial and he's playing a part.
oh yeah, he was absolutely trolling
Oh, yeah.
the Flat Earth conference. But I really, man, that dude works, right? He's traveling, working. As well as I know that if you're going to do this full time, it's work. Straight
I
up.
mean, homie, man, he wants to fight Soldier Boy, who's actually locked up right now. But he wants to fight Soldier Boy for what he say, like $10 million. And Soldier said he got that as an advance for his new album.
Yeah, I mean that's a big money. I would definitely not be challenging Soldier Boy to a fight, but Logan
I
Paul
would.
supposedly he has some fighting skills.
He actually fought some. I can't remember who it was. He fought not too long ago and beat the shit out of the guy. I mean, he's actually pretty damn good. I mean, he wouldn't hold his own with somebody that's got real skill. But I mean, like whoever, I can't remember who it was he fought. But I mean, yeah, he knocked the dude out. I think in 2 rounds.
Man,
For the
so
dude.
telling me, so you have come full circle.
What do you mean?
Well, shit, I mean, it wasn't too long ago you were like calling up Woodland Park PD on me, and now you're calling to talk to dad in like a civilized manner. You've come full circle. Are you a dad with the phone fan now?
I'm a civilized human being, is what I am.
Okay, okay. Well, let me just say that like some of your acts, we'll call them acts, it aren't as civilized, correct?
I'm I'm not gonna say one way or the other. Here's my question for you.
Oh, I got you. You got a question for me. Let's go.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the homeboy named Michael Swagger on Facebook?
I can't say that I have.
All right, all right. He's not. I mean, he's not like a YouTube or anything. He's like a Facebook Live, sort of like a panhandler. Okay,
Oh,
but
oh, wait, wait,
but
wait,
the
wait.
dude,
Okay,
the
keep
dude
going.
straight up plays the part.
Are
He
you talking
literally.
about? No, that's not the same. It's not the Red Bull guy or the guy that drinks alcohol in the library. I met that guy one time.
No, no. This dude's from like around Indiana, man.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about. There's a Denver guy that drank
No,
a
no, no. This
whole.
dude's from Indiana.
So he's a panhandler YouTuber.
Sort of like, I mean, the dude's a genius, man, because he plays the part. Like, I know the guy. I sincerely know the guy, and he legitimately is bipolar. Okay, and like 3 weeks ago, go watch his page, man. He's got the videos posted still.
I just don't watch. I don't consume.
You don't need to consume, just like browse for like 5 minutes on each live.
Yeah,
Like, free live.
I can give him 30 seconds. If you don't catch me
Yeah,
in
that's
30,
fine. That's
if you
fine.
don't catch me in
But
30,
homeboy, I'll just tell you what he did. Homeboy at the beginning of every video says, "Hey, I'm Michael Swagger." He just turned 27, so he changed his intro lately. But he says, "I'm 26 years old and I'm bipolar. This is day 37 of my journey to hell." Or, "Hey, this is Michael Swagger. I'm 27 years old. This is day 94
absolutely
of my journey
good.
to
So
hell."
I got you. So he's got
Okay.
a thing.
Yeah, yeah. But he had a quote unquote manic mental breakdown last week. He's legit inside of the hospital smoking cigarettes. He sees the cops coming for him, so he runs from them and hides inside of a dumpster. But the dude's smart enough to have planned all of this with the police to give them a good name when they finally find him, so that they take him to get help to the mental hospital, because he knew he needed his meds adjusted. So he was going to play it and ham it up to his entire audience, so that when he went to the hospital, because of the insurance he's on, he had to get on in what they call in his state a 5150 hold. He had to be picked up and taken to the emergency room and then committed.
Hey, what can we say for that? But committed to the game.
The dude's smart, man.
No,
I'm
that's
telling you,
just
there's smart people out there. It's all a
committed to your
game.
craft.
Dude, all of it's a game. Everybody that's part of Facebook or that's part of YouTube is an actor.
Okay, so I just want you to know. I just want you to know that I really went to real jail.
I believe you.
Like
did.
it wasn't like
Swagger
it wasn't.
did, though.
It definitely wasn't an act. It definitely wasn't where I wanted to be at the moment in which they like. I didn't call up the cops and be like, "Hey, pull my ass over and take me to jail." That didn't happen.
But here's my question: is it going to benefit you in the long run?
I not only is it gonna benefit me, it's already benefited me, right already.
Exactly.
So listen, but that isn't. But you can't be upset at me on that, right? You can't be mad about that. That's just my life. We're only playing this once, right? Most people could look at this. Going to jail is the most shameful, the most bad thing you can do is end up in jail. It doesn't matter what it's for. You could be going to jail because you were standing up for rights. You could be going to jail, but the mugshot is like people are shameful of it. They're scared of it. What are we talking about here? We're talking about other humans putting humans in boxes. It doesn't matter what it's for. Right? I've already established some people need to be in a box. Some people who murder, kill, destroy, rape, all those crazy things, they need to be in a box. I don't necessarily know if that with the phone needs to be in a box, but
So here's my question.
but
The night
nevertheless,
you got arrested for your DWI, did you not live stream yourself drinking and everything like that leading up to the point when you got pulled over?
they have a live stream that they believe this is what they have. I'm just telling you what they have. I can't talk about that too much because I actually have to go to trial for that. Right. So I can't talk about it, but I can talk about this. They have a live stream of what they believe is about 6 hours before me drinking at my house.
Okay.
They have a live stream on that. No other videos do they have ever show me consume alcoholic beverages outside of something that may or may not have happened 6 hours. As you know, right now I'm recording in OBS. When I post this to Facebook Live or to YouTube Live, everyone out in the real world thinks this is happening right now. But it's not a live video. It could have been from the day before. It could have been from 2 weeks before. So they're going to have to, it's going to be interesting. Oh, this is even better. Check this out. They not only, when the night they pulled me over, they admit that an off-duty police officer who has actually had interaction with me on more than one occasion. They admit this in their report. She was off duty. She got a post for dad with a phone. She's addicted. She gets notifications, and she's watching dad with a phone. And she, as an off-duty police officer, calls in a ready report. It's very uncommon, but it's not against the law. It's just uncommon. It looks more like a witch hunt, a hunting thing. So we'll see. They'll have to answer all these questions. The worst thing that can happen to me, hey, check this out. The worst thing that can happen to me has already happened.
What, getting locked up?
No.
Your license suspended?
Yeah, get my license. That's the worst that can happen. And I didn't even know about this. In the state of Colorado, you lose your license not in a court of law. I could actually be found innocent of a DUI, and I have zero chance because I had to go to an administrative hearing, not a court of law, an administrative hearing where I lost my license. I could actually be defended and become innocent in a court of law, in a jury of a peers, or a case could get dismissed. And my license being revoked, that actually is through the DMV. That has nothing to do.
Yeah, through the DMV, right? It's the same in my state.
Yeah, so
Something
it's
similar happened to me where they didn't send my proof of insurance in after a wreck, and the DMV tried to suspend my license, but the police never contacted me after the wreck because of that.
Yeah, so this is not a story. First of all, straight up with you, I did not know about this because I never even been in fear of ever being pulled over for driving under the influence of alcohol at all, ever in my life.
Now, hold on, one stop. Did you're outside of? This is just questions. I'm not accusing or anything like that. Did you post like a picture outside of a bar or an establishment that sells drinks later on that night after the live video of drinking at your house?
Well, like so you're asking me questions that I can't even really talk about, right?
Right.
So
Right.
like that you could ask hypothetical questions.
I mean, it's public knowledge. I mean, at one point they were on Facebook. They might be gone. They might not. But at one point they were on there.
Yeah, but so what but never is there an image, a picture, a post of me consuming alcohol. Outside of my house. No, I mean that's
Hey,
just.
man, I might be on your side right now saying that they're just accusing you because it's guilty by a location.
Well, I'm not.
It might
Yeah,
be like
exactly.
me
There's
walking outside
100.
of my buddy's house and he's known as a drug dealer, and I might not be buying a damn thing from him, but I'm going to get visiting a common nuisance if the cops come because he sells drugs.
Yeah, I'm not. Let me put it this way. If you're asking me if I'm worried about my DUI case at all, not even in the slightest. Not even in the fact if they throw the book at me. Not even in the fact if they get me on 100% charges in any way, shape, or form. So if that's what I mean, if like the idea of a DUI is shameful to someone, well, first of all, I wasn't over any limit because they didn't get any test. They did no test. And as a matter of fact, the law enforcement in his report addresses a few questions. Was Michael stable and was his speech clear? Absolutely, yes. He was walking stable. His speech was clear. He was coherent. All these things. He says a few things that try to point to like maybe I was drinking by saying my hands were shaking. Well, you have to live in the shoes that I stood in all week, right? A week before a cop threw a shirt at me. 3 days before I was pulled over, I actually received a phone call from the Woodland Park Police Department that said if I did not remove a post from Facebook, that I could be ticketed and or put in jail. And so like, this is just the week before I'm arrested and taken to jail. So maybe I was shaking. My lawyer says at the video he watches, he's like, I don't see your hand shaking. And so I'm like, nor do I. But hey, bro, when the cops pull you over, I have a video actually of before I'm actually approached by officers. I'm actually videoing in my car, not live streaming, but videoing in my car, and the whole thing is caught on my video from the time that they start chasing me, literally a setup at the other end of town, waiting for my vehicle to come through town. And then they surround me, multiple police officers. There's no other cars on the street. It's me and more officers around me. And so, like, was I scared? Bro, these people can shoot you and get away with it. We know this. So is there a little fear in that? Absolutely. A matter of, and so was I shaken? Maybe. But if that constitutes that I was under the influence of alcohol because I was shaken and you saw a post that could have been recorded a day ahead of time and broadcast through OBS at no problem whatsoever, a big act, as Brian St. John right here has said, everything's a big act, And so
All right, so here's my legit question I've always wanted to ask. Do you honestly not sort of think that you have brought a lot of this upon yourself for the fact that you don't keep your mouth shut? You never provide any evidence when you call out police officers or posts that you do. You make vague statements. You call out the police department. Do you not think that maybe you have brought some of this upon yourself and your family for the fact that you call people out and then never follow through with any true evidence?
Okay, so can you give me an example?
What's the one about there was a post with a lady and a guy that said the Woodland Park Police Department are corrupt, and you had a picture, I think it was of a lady and another guy, and you said, oh, they're covering something up, and then nothing else was said, and then the post was deleted.
I don't know about the post being deleted, but
maybe it wasn't deleted, but
yeah. I don't know about the post. So there are a number of cases that I address around Woodland Park. Mm-hmm. But again, a Facebook, what am I supposed to put the court docket up, or am I supposed to put the? Well, that's your opinion. This isn't your page.
Why wouldn't you?
But this isn't your page. This isn't your channel.
Prove you're telling the truth.
Well, I don't have to. Well, first of all, I'm not in the business of having to prove anything. Most of the time, I don't even respond.
Never said you were, but you have so much hate. You've got websites like Woodland Park Underground Exposed and Dalton is a douchebag. If you had proof, then why wouldn't you post that corrupted?
Why don't they post proof?
They usually do if they claim they have something and posted proof.
What are you talking about? They post proof about me? What proof have they posted about me that hasn't come from me?
They have posts coming from people that have claimed to have invested with you on the ice, the racing.
Absolutely. Okay. Have you heard about this story?
I don't know your side. I know their side.
Okay, so right here in Woodland Park, there's a historical race, and I've raced in it myself. I got video pictures. My longtime friends and buddies have raced in it for years, right here in Woodland Park. But it is actually run. It's actually run by a motorcycle club out of Denver, Colorado. Harry's Roamers Motorcycle Club. So they actually organize this race, but it actually takes place just outside of Woodland Park. And I don't know if you know anything about club politics, but I approached this club. Hey, let me produce. I'm going to produce. I didn't even ask. I'm going to produce an indie documentary about your motorcycle race. Perfect. I did a lot of free pro bono work for this club to promote the race. And this is all on YouTube. These videos are actually on YouTube to this very day, of all the promotion of the Banquets Award video, this back and forth. So I had video footage for over probably 5 years that I have been collecting about this race. One individual family here in Woodland Park gave me a sponsorship of a ATV vehicle. Now, this one individual family here, they own a motorcycle shop in town, and there is at this point there were 6 motorcycle shops in town. Again, 7,500 people, 6 motorcycle shops, and then an ice racing movie that's being self-produced by an individual. So they let me use a 4-wheeler to move around the ice while this was being filmed, to help with the production. I had actually had a knee surgery at the time, so I was just getting over a knee surgery. I get in later because of politics and because, man, look at me. You know, people, I'm controversy. I've been controversy since I was a kid, so this is nothing new. The motorcycle club comes to me after I get some major people involved in the movie that were going to narrate the movie. It's going to be a great movie. And the motorcycle club comes to me afterwards and says, you're going to have to pay us royalties on this movie. I said, no, that's not how it works in an independent deal. Like, you gave me, I don't even really need your permission to do this. I'm just coming to you with it. And they asked me to join their club, and I joined this motorcycle club out of Denver and went to the meetings. And it turns out that this motorcycle club is like any other club. It's pretty political, lots of drama. It was a woman president of this motorcycle club, and the woman president had slept with like 3 dudes in the club. Her ex-husband was in the club. Lots and lots of drama. I didn't know any of this going into this partnership with what I was going to be filming this movie. Halfway through the season, I get after the season, I'm getting letters from them saying, oh, you know, if you release this movie, you're going to have to pay us a bunch of money. Wait a minute. I've already spent about 20 G's of my own money on this, you know? And so I could tell this story over and over, and trust me, baby, that movie's done. It's sitting in a can. And when I'm 80 years old and I need to release a historical movie about ice racing in Colorado, it will pay me and will continue to pay me. And so
what did you do with the money that the people that pre-ordered gave to you?
Pre-order. Actually, a lot of pre-order sales, and PayPal will show this, all those pre-order refunds went out.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, like, when people say there was a couple of families, there was one family that invested some cold hard cash, but their investment was because they were sponsoring these videos that frankly had thousands of views on YouTube, and they got plenty of promotion as far as their name and their people. There was guys that there was a cold cutter who gave me $500 just to put his logo in front of the videos that I released online. And if the movie came out, they would have been listed as co-producers and will still be in history as co-producers. I find it funny because I know where all this information, like I could tell you, I'm going to tell you, since you called them out and you've either talked to them or a part of it, it's the Duncan family who's pissed, and this woman is an alcoholic, and this guy has spent a fortune trying to make he spent a large fortune trying to make a small fortune work in this community. And you know what? When you do business in a small town, not every business owner is going to be on your side. But do you know how many businesses I have worked with in town? Hundreds. Do you know how many of them that you can go check out on the underground page that I did hundreds and hundreds, if not tens of thousands of dollars of pre-production, free production, and free promotion just to try to sell Woodland Park a little bit better? You speak of the police vehicle, the police video that this other YouTuber did. Shit, I did videos with the cops that go back years. They go back years to help promote their national night out, to help promote their shop with the cop, to help promote. And this was all by them coming to me. And I have the Facebook messages that are written of them asking for help to promote. Would you help us promote these things? Absolutely. Let's do this. And so, I go to city council in my town. You want to ask me about politics in my town, but you're no better than the guy that lives down the street and wants to bitch, but won't get off his ass and go to city council and really try to make a difference. And so, it's easy to be a keyboard warrior from your YouTube channel and try to build your channel on trying to defame me over a video you have zero clue about. Zero. And so I think you're funny. You're a funny guy, and I like you, and I don't ever watch you, and I know you call me, and you call me today. So, it's fun for me. It's fun for me. This doesn't dude, I have more failures, bro. Do you want to know about other videos that have never been completed that are sitting in a can right now?
All
I
right,
have hundreds of them.
Dalton, stop
Hundreds
talking
of
for
them.
1 second. Dalton, stop talking for 2 seconds.
No, I don't have to, but I will out of respect. You got another
Listen
question?
to what I'm gonna say. I'm not Brian St. John. I don't even know who that dude is.
Oh, you sound like Brian St. John.
I'm not at all, dude. I just wanted to see if you talk to me.
No, I think you sound like
I'm an
Brian.
investigative reporter. I'm not. We've been following you for a long time.
Tell me then. Tell me who you are then. Why would you impersonate? Are you scared of your identity?
No, I'm not impersonating whatsoever. You asked if I was. I said I might be. I might not be.
So yeah, that's the
Said I
question.
was.
Good.
I
I mean,
never
is this a
said I
great
was.
investigation report?
It might be. Do you want to know who I really am?
Yeah. Tell me.
All right. Answer these questions, and I'll tell you who I am.
What you tell me who I am, and I'll answer your questions.
You can go to visit our website after you answer these questions.
Tell me.
Tell you what.
Tell me who you are.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to give you a website, all right? You need to go to this website.
There could be 100 websites. Why don't you just tell me who you are?
I'm going to. You need to go to this website to understand.
I love it. Are you a recording? Are you AI?
I'm not recording at all. I haven't recorded any of this.
No, I'm recording. I'm asking, are you a recording? Are you a Google AI?
No.
Oh, I was just checking. Because I got those Google AIs have been getting me.
No. I eat peanut butter and banana sandwiches every day. I love peanut butter and banana sandwiches. I mean, I don't know how to prove I'm not a Google AI recording.
Oh, no, the prankcaller.com recordings.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've fallen for those before. Anyways, all right. Here's where you need to go. Go to the ChicagoSunTimes.com.
Are you what's his name? Have you contacted me via message before?
No.
The ChicagoSun.com. So you're a Chicago paper?
Chicago.suntimes.com. My name's Pete.
Pistol Pete?
Yeah, Pistol Pete.
So you still don't you're afraid to tell me who you are.
No, I'm Pete Grieve. Look me up.
Pete Grieve. Okay, I'm gonna look up Pete Grieve.
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 I do know who you're talking about though, because he turned me on to you. You're talking about the guy from Indiana.
Pete
Correct.
Grieve. Who on Brian St. You sound just like him, bro.
I'm not. I promise. I'm not.
Pete Grieve.
People say I have a radio voice and everything like that, and this is just my normal voice.
Pete Grieve. Are you on Twitter under Pete?
Yes.
Your Twitter. Dude, you're gonna get me some followers?
Of course, Dalton.
Is this you like sitting with your arm in your little perch mode?
What Twitter handle do you have?
Just Pete Grieve.
No, there's yeah, that's me.
You're like a younger brown hair guy?
I'm a sexy son of a bitch, Dalton.
Sexy.
That's what I am.
Sexy
I'm
son.
sexy.
And you're
I'm
so
sexy
you
son of a
okay,
bitch.
U Chicago, right? 14 years at U Chicago.
Yeah.
And-
I went to the University of Chicago. Now I work for the Chicago Sun-Times as a freelance writer.
So what do you want to write about me? Why don't you see, like, if you really like want an interview, why not just be open and up front, like an ask interview?
I was never dishonest with you.
No, yeah,
I
but
said
you
I
okay?
might
So
be,
you
I might
led
not be.
me to believe you led me, and maybe I led you into that by asking the question because you called me, right?
Well, of course.
Yeah, and so and you asked me if we were gonna go live,
Well, of course.
just like
You want your people. Listen. Here's my whole point: is I feel like, and the whole study behind what I'm writing about is not about you, per se. I mean, we're covering the Kelsey Barrett case. We're covering you. We're covering things that you've done in your rise because of Dad with the Phone. But what we're really covering is the honesty and integrity of people that use Facebook Live and use YouTube and use other, social media outlets to post things. And do they actually broadcast things that happen right away when somebody contacts them, or do they edit and pick and choose what they decide to air and act like it's live, so that
Yeah, that definitely
live,
falls in
their,
it
their
definitely
their
falls in my
demographics?
it definitely falls in my category because there are some videos in which I will present as live videos, but maybe aren't live videos, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but but
Exactly.
but there's like, I mean, there's nothing. I mean, everybody's
But
doing
you
that,
don't.
right?
But you don't tell the people that. But at
Why?
the
Why?
same
Why
time, you don't tell
does it?
them you're live either.
Yeah, I don't ever
So
say I'm live. Oh yeah, we're
exactly. So
live.
you're letting inferences and you're letting things present themselves however people want to take them, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
There's nothing
absolutely.
wrong
I
with
think it's a
that.
brilliant time we live in. And
Exactly.
this is I mean, even as the far as the act, as far as people go as the act, I wish I would have known cuz like I would have been a lot nicer cuz I asked you about calling the cops and stuff because you presented yourself. Like I asked you about certain things that you responded. So I'm almost going to have to go back and see what your response is just because.
We're very well researched before I contact
Oh
people.
no,
I
so,
do
so
my due diligence. Let's
sweet.
leave it at that.
I believe you. I believe. No, you got journalistic integrity to follow.
Absolutely. And if you
That's a
don't want
rule
to
that doesn't
present
apply to
yourself,
me.
no, and honestly, even in journalism, it doesn't really apply to people, because I could present the story as something else,
You do. You
just like
guys do it all
you
the
do
time.
when you go live. Just like when you go live, I could
Oh,
present the story in a different narrative
so,
and pick and choose things you've said and make you either look great, or I could make you look
but you
terrible
can't do that
based solely
now.
upon.
You
I'm
can't.
not going to.
Well, you can't do that even now because I'm recording. I will. This is going to broadcast. So if you go in and twist my words, you twist my words to say whatever you wanted to say. People will then say, "Oh, well, here's the uncut version," right? And so,
But
so
here's the question
the
for you:
same
if I
thing.
beat you to the punch, if I beat you to the punch and use Pro Tools, and if I were to pick and choose things without saying what I'm saying now, because obviously that would condemn me, but if I went in and edited this and beat you to the punch by editing some things that we said, both of our stories could look totally different based upon the recording.
Yeah, but you're
And
not. You're
then,
like you're telling someone who has made a living on editing doing this. So like, and everyone knows this. I even said this about the Dateline interview. Dateline put me off to be the guy that talked to a Sonic employee when the true story has not the story I tell on Dateline about talking to someone who served coffee to Patrick and KK. That is not Sonic. That is the Iron Tree restaurant in Florissant, Colorado, that I tell them this story, but they present the story as it was the Sonic employee that told me about serving KK and then, all this stuff, right? And I tell people straight up, this is just good editing. Did I talk to Sonic employees? Absolutely. Did I see the Sonic video? Did I release the Sonic video before everyone else? Unfortunately, yes, I did. But I watched it on national television. Dateline misrepresented the conversation they had with me. And so, like, it happens even with the biggest of them. And even to this,
absolutely.
yeah. And so I don't fault anybody for telling a good story. I mean, that's what they're in the business of doing. When you're writing a story, sometimes a good story is not the true story. And that's just the
Exactly.
facts. Social media has allowed us, though, allowed me, especially in this one case, to go and say, someone messaged me on Facebook and say, there are cops in front of Kelsey's. Oh, really? I'm 15 seconds away. Let's go see. And that's what social media has allowed to happen, that you can't, although I can broadcast live and do back and forwards and twist when things are broadcast out, it's an interesting concept how this will actually be used. This case that I'm going through that I can't talk to you about a lot is going to be a pretty interesting case, because when I'm talking about my own case, because it is a case built on social media evidence, and it's built on very strongly on that. And so this isn't the
This
first
could go
time.
to the Supreme Court, to be honest. I mean, if you really wanted to fight it, there's not many cases based upon my law guy that works with me, his research, that there's been a lot of things that have gone from social media to actually getting somebody either acquitted or found guilty. He said that, I mean, obviously I doubt you're going to take it to the Supreme Court, but depending on what they say, I mean, this could be, like a Dalton versus Supreme Court case, for the fact that things like this have never really been tried in the court.
Did you see my national news story about 4 years ago? You can
The
still
one about you running the stop sign?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that case was completely, I mean, obviously it was dismissed with prejudice within our local city government. I mean, my lawyer was good enough to walk up and say, who's going to swear to the time and date of this video? That's called foundation. And if you're going to use a video against my client, someone has to swear to the time and date when this thing was recorded. And unfortunately, no one in this room but one person can do that, And so even on the grounds of a social media video taken by someone else, someone has to get up and swear to the time and date it was taken. With live videos, with software like OBS, this is becoming harder and harder to prove one way or the other. And I think for me, it's life, bro. This is really just one day. I mean, today was one day in my life. Right? Yesterday was a day in my life. We're not experts. We're all doing life for the first time.
And the last time, probably.
Hey, yeah, the first time and the last time. We only get to do it once.
Absolutely. But I mean, like, all right. So I got to get bouncing here soon because I gotta get my kid to sleep. But anyways, all right. So here's I guess my kind of final question is, all right. This might take a while to answer, and that's cool. But all right. So you're doing Colorado Crime Con with Jay is for Justice, and you've gone on live and you've said, oh, I wanna, It might have been joking. It might not. It might have been half serious. It might not. Like sort of burn a body and see if it happens in 4 hours or anything like that. But the biggest question on this whole thing is, all right, so you're holding an unofficial crime con, because technically crime cons are trademarked and sanctioned by an organization that sets them up.
Absolutely. This is Colorado Crime Con. This is Colorado Crime Con, brought to you by Watered Down Productions.
Okay. And that's your company, correct?
Absolutely.
All right. So here's my question then on this is, you and another person, which it really doesn't matter who it is. I mean, I know it's Jay because I've done my research, but for all intents and purposes of what we're doing with this information, it doesn't matter. That you two are getting together and you're gonna meet at a lodge. You're going to go visit the crime scenes of the Chris Watts case. You're going to go visit.
No, that was some early planning, but really time's not going to allow Chris Watts.
Okay, and now here's my question on that then. Is it you're not visiting the Watts because of time, or is it because so many people have been ticketed, arrested, and cited for visiting that site and trespassing?
No, like I actually have driven by there, and actually walked up because the house is open on the market for sale. There was an open market sign up there, and I walked up and read, even on live. I think I did this on a live video, where I read the thing. I am not very, like, again. The only thing I really know about the Watts case is what I learned after the Kelsey Barrett case. I didn't follow true crime or crimes going. I knew Chris Watts from social media, but that was it. I wasn't involved in Chris Watts groups. I wasn't involved in any of the Chris Watts trial stuff. Never even. When I found out about Chris Watts, it was after Kelsey had been killed, and so after I started looking into this case here in Teller County. Now, when Jay and there was a couple other YouTubers, they got a hold of me through Facebook. Hey, we're YouTubers and we would like to stream your live videos on our YouTube. You know what? I don't give a shit. Stream that shit. I don't care. Like, people think I really, like, I started the underground in Woodland Park simply because I don't write. Because I don't write. I wish I could write diaries for days. That's just, I've never been able to. And, but I talk pretty good. And this is a recorded record of my book, my movie, my whatever, And so this was real life happening. And listen, did I watch Netflix? Hell yeah. Did I watch Making of a Murder? Hell yeah. Did I watch Innocent Man? Hell yeah. Did I watch some Netflix? I was wasting my life almost, I feel like, watching some stuff on Netflix, and then all of a sudden there was a real live murder case happening on my block. Now, people will cuss at me and say, you don't live on Kelsey's block. Listen, if I have to argue semantics, I can.
You don't live on our block. You live near, but you don't live on the block.
I live on the same block that the entrance to her house is.
Oh my God, Dalton! Seriously, semantics.
Is that not the truth? Do you live in Woodland Park?
No.
Have you ever been to Woodland Park?
Yes.
Okay, so you've been here. So you see, like now I see the ignorance in yourself, because I drove Andrea Canning from Kelsey's to my house, and I never left one single block. So when you drive out of the back of Kelsey's house, there's only two ways.
Consider a block, though, a block where we live, and maybe it's terms of.
Okay, same street. Okay, I live on the same street as Kelsey.
Okay, all right. A block here would be considered one sidewalk to the next street sign.
Oh, you're talking about like a city block. I'm talking about when I say block, I'm
saying, so things get misconstrued. I told you I'm a legit person.
No. Well, what I'm saying is I live on the same street Kelsey lives on. Now, you gonna argue that one with me?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so I live on the same street. A woman is murdered on the street that I live on. Close by, within 15, I can literally, if I wanted to and hit the light, I could be there in 15 seconds driving. I could be there in 3 minutes with a good brisk walk. Woodland Park is not a big place. If you've been here, I can walk across town in 11 minutes.
Town in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes. And so she lives super close. And when I found out she lives super close, what'd I do? I got in my car and drove down there. And it was same block, same street, in my same street. Okay. When I say block, I'm meaning street, same street. And so I could either sit around and watch Netflix, or I could watch a murder case go down. Why not? And not only that, I could watch a murder case go down in a historical 1904 courthouse in Cripple Creek, Colorado, which is about as close to the Wild West that you can get in America today, outside of Wyoming and Montana. So in my opinion, I had a choice to make. I made my choice, and then I was already doing Facebook. Listen, I know on contrary to popular belief, Dad is not the biggest YouTuber in Woodland Park. There are YouTubers here that I am personal friends with for over 15 years that have 250,000, 500,000 subscribers. There's a young lady that's she's now into her high school age, but she was YouTubing when she was 12, and it's her story about diabetes. And YouTube changed their entire family, their whole dynamic, and they created a YouTube around their family. This is a man that I've ridden motorcycles with across the state of Colorado. I've spent campouts and multiple times, close family, but they are full-time YouTubers. They are a YouTube family, and they have way more followers. Their subject matter is totally different. It's diabetes. It's a totally different market. And so, YouTube I've run YouTubes for some crazy companies that are listed on the Fortune 500 list. So YouTube, Facebook, social media simply was content has been my game from documentaries to now 15-second Instagrams. So the content business wasn't new to me. I had never stepped in front of the camera very often. I wasn't the guy in front of the camera ever, up until my underground page. And I started that on a dare with a bar owner in town. And that's the truth. There was a lawsuit in town, and I started, hey, let's talk about this lawsuit where the city's getting sued. Why people don't know about this shit, and this happening. This is a $650,000 bill the city's gonna have to pay because they lost the lawsuit. And so I was trying to get involved in my little town in a little way, not trying to be some global phenomenon. Never. I could care less about subs. I could care less about likes. I could care less. Their real money is with corporates. YouTube has changed the game, and YouTubers are freaking out. And I'm like, what are you freaking out about? The network owns everything you've put up. They own it all. They're the ones making real money on the advertising. And so, like, when people get upset, and I did not understand the YouTube world, man, Mr. Brian St. John or whoever from the Columbus, Ohio or Chicago, Tribune, Times, whatever. I didn't understand YouTube when I started playing dad with a phone, but I know I got a national television station to run an ad for my Facebook. True story? True story, right?
If you take it that way. Yeah.
You're not going to tell me that the Dateline piece wasn't nothing but an ad for dad with the phone. Have you ever seen someone else's Facebook logo header on Dateline and just showed, let me show this dude's Facebook. This is where you go find him. This is where you go find him on YouTube. I understand that brought me some jealousy in the YouTube world. People that have been covering the Chris Watts case, and before the Chris Watts case, other cases. People that make a living, full-time living, talking true crime on, a lot of these YouTubers, and I found this out through, I can't prove this. I'm not going to even try to dive into this, but a lot of these YouTubers, this is their life. They sit in a room. Some of them are admitted agoraphobics that haven't left the house. And so there was a lot of things that came out real quickly because of this case and me being drawn into this true crime YouTube world. And but I realized something. I saw it with Andrea Canning from Dateline. She was fighting Twitter with a guy from ABC, and I was like, oh, these bitches go back and forth too. They hate each other too. They're playing in the network game. The YouTubers are playing in their game. It's fun for me, right? It's life. So I still live in the beautiful place of Colorado. I'm still going camping. I still got a lovely family.
The only thing good about Colorado is legal weed. That's all I'm going to say. You guys have so many murders, crazy shit going on. You guys just had another school shooting today.
Dude, I had a phone call. People got mad at me because I didn't talk about it.
I don't even know what it is about Colorado, man, but you motherfuckers are crazy.
I just think the magnifying glass.
Weed and everybody could just like chill and just be high. Because, I mean, around here, we can't even smoke bud. You can go and buy it like you can a damn Big Mac there. Yet you guys seem to have more murders and fucking school shootings than anywhere in the world.
Well, but that's not true. But that's not true. In one night in Chicago, they cover our murder rate.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
No. From where you're from. Like in a state where 4 of your governors are in jail, prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on.
I'm just saying it's normal around here. It's not national news because it's just expected. We've got a damn pedophile, R. Kelly, walking the street.
Well, so there you go. So there you go. So again, like I'm in a little mountain town, bro. 7,500 feet. 7,500 people, 8,500 feet in the air.
Yeah.
So and that's why again you have hundreds of murders. Well, you have hundreds of murders. We have a few. Come on, bro. If you've been following me, then there's a few questionable things that have happened with murders, with deaths around Woodland Park.
Let's not even go there because all you're doing is showing hearsay, Dalton. Give us proof.
The proof is written in the paper, bro. They found a kid in a chimney.
Yeah, they just found a dog and 2 dead people in a creek 5 minutes ago in Colorado.
Oh yeah, I heard about. No, it wasn't 5 minutes ago. That wasn't 5 minutes ago. But that's what they are telling that story. But I'm talking about Woodland Park, and this happened within. So a kid goes missing. This is all facts. Everything's been checked out on this. You can do the sleuthing yourself and tell me if I'm lying to you. A kid goes missing. The last person he is seen with is a kid named Andrew Newman. Andrew Newman is never questioned because it's an 18-year-old kid who goes missing. It's a runaway. We don't know what happened to Joshua Maddox. We don't know where he ended up. But then 5 years later, Joshua Maddox is found half naked, stuffed into a chimney of an old cabin. This is all public record. I can take you to the foundation in which they ripped down the cabin. The coroner doesn't even visit the site and says, oh, the kid climbed down in the chimney. The owner of the cabin says, no, there's been bars welded across the top of that chimney to keep the animals out since day one. No one climbed down a chimney. He climbed up it or someone stuffed him up it. And the coroner rules this death accidental. Now, they found the body 5 years after the kid goes missing. If a law enforcement agent had half the wit about him, he could have said, remember that kid Andrew Newman that was with him that night that he disappeared? I wonder what that kid's up to. I did this with someone else, a YouTuber online, and we found Andrew Newman had been arrested 23 times across the country, most of them for violent crimes. He is also accused of a murder in New Mexico less than a week after Andrew Newman or Joshua Maddox goes missing, and they never even question. They never bring him in. They never even look for him, and they rule this an accidental death. Is that justice? No. I think they let a murderer slip through their fingers that went on a crime spree for over 11 years across America, all the way from Washington to Florida. Those facts can be looked up. You can look up Andrew Newman's record. You can see he's from Woodland Park. You can see he disappeared. He didn't disappear. He started traveling weeks after Joshua Maddox went missing. And then 5 years later, when they found Joshua Maddox's body, they could have stopped another 5 years of crime by just doing a Google search. Those are facts if you want facts. There's a woman right now, you've heard the interview, Mindy Lee. I've interviewed her mother. And Bobby Brown, an ex-homicide investigator, TV star, Dog the Bounty Hunter, he's been investigating the Mindy Lee case. And you can listen to the interview. Mindy Lee's mother says that Patrick Frazee and Sean Frazee are involved in Mindy Lee's murder as well as Kelsey's murder. That's from a mother's mouth. So when you say I don't present facts, bro, I don't have to present them. First of all, I don't have to. Never in my Facebook lives have I ever said I'm a journalist, I'm a sleuther, I'm an investigator, and none of that craziness. I have actually said I'm a watered down production investigator. I have used that word. So when you say present facts, you get your own damn facts. You're the reporter. Or don't watch. Say I'm a lunatic. Say I'm a crazy.
Right.
So
you brought up Bobby Brown, and from speaking with Bobby, he hates you.
Oh, he does? He does? You spoke with Bobby? But he wrote $5,000 bonds for me.
Yeah, has he recently?
Yes, last night. Bobby Brown him personally came up to Teller County at 11 o'clock and paid my bond, bitch. So when you tell me you've talked to Bobby Brown, you're a fucking liar. My wife was in his office yesterday.
Am I a liar? Am I just telling you what I've heard from him? And I'm telling you that he thinks you're full of shit.
Well, good,
I'm just
good.
telling you what we've been told.
Good. I got his bond paperwork. So you can say what you want, buddy.
Here's my question. No, wait.
No. You're done. You're done. You're done.
All right.
You're done. see. Oh, and we're live. That thing's working. My microphones and stuff just went nuts on me because we had that power outage. Look, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if this guy's lying about being Brian. I don't know if this guy's lying about being Pete. I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. I just don't know what to think. Is it Ben? Is it Pete? Is it whoever? I don't mind a good call, man. I would have gave you a straight up interview. Straight up. Just like I did at Andrew. I ain't got nothing to hide. I mean, you guys got to dig deeper, bro. Go get some shit when Dad was a kid. Go get some shit when Dad was a kid. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. It's hard. It's hard. Shh. Daddy tells kids stories all the time. Breaking down. Did you not listen to the Lamont Duncan story that happened on Jay is for Justice? Damn. What are you going to bring that you think is going to like embarrass or frighten or humiliate? That's what I don't understand. Like, I felt like this dude's questions, whoever the hell this guy is, whoever the hell this dude is, I feel like, first of all, if you're a journalist for real, like, I don't know. Like, I looked up that Pete dude. There's some girl that wrote, like, Cheaters.com that Pete gave some girl herpes. That's like true story. I could read that to you. Like, that's the thing. The internet is a funny place. Like, somebody said, go read this at reportcheatingwife.com about Pete. I don't understand who's who. Is Pete getting spoofed that I'm going to get drug into now? Is it Ben? Damn, I said Brian St. John. That dude's probably loving me right now. He's probably like, Dad's saying my name in his live video. Only because I don't know who these people are that call me out of the blue. I assumed when I asked the guy if it was Brian, then he would tell me the truth. But he did. Maybe, I don't know what he said. Fuck it. I don't know. But I had some, let me tell you about a phone call that you're not going to hear online. I had a phone call with a 78-year-old woman that today like wanted to talk about medical marijuana. This woman doesn't watch Dad with a phone. This woman got me through another buddy. If you want to talk marijuana in Colorado, like this guy wanted to talk marijuana, you could talk to me. I could talk to you about marijuana for days. Today, I talked to people for 2.5 hours. I think I convinced them to fly out to Colorado. This couple. I was like, you're 78-year-old and they're diagnosing you with cancer and you don't want to do chemo? You're 78 years old. Smoke a fatty. Come out here and hit the concentrates. Get you some Rick Simpson oil and shovel that crap into your mouth. You're 78 years old and they diagnosed you with cancer. Do it. What it was such a fun conversation. I wish I would have recorded it. I sat here right here by my microphone, could have recorded the whole thing, and I didn't. It was a great conversation. It was hooked up through a Facebook buddy that I haven't seen in years. Rapper dude. This dude, the people that were calling me are like ex rock and roll stars. 78-year-old woman just got diagnosed with, or she's fighting cancer, not just diagnosed, but fighting cancer. And she's wanting to do the medical marijuana thing. And I'm like, I'm not a doctor, and don't ask me to ship you marijuana. Those are felonies. That's not going to happen. Dad with a phone is not in the drug trafficking business. But if you want to talk about it and you want to come out here and visit, I know all the best. Straight up, I did videos at all the best dispensaries. So, shit, check my text. Mike play. What time did this call come in? Is this Mike? I don't know. This guy was talking about another YouTuber. He was maybe trying to get YouTube's... Is this guy? I hope this is this guy. I hope this is this guy. Oh my God. Play it live. Oh my God. I could do that. And oh my God. This is Ben and his buddy. Oh, is this... Oh, wait, I gotta look at this. Okay, let's fudge it. Let's play it live. Then we're going straight into OBS. We're going straight into OBS with a video. Just a sec. I gotta figure out how to get this video. I gotta just do Let me see what this is. Wait. Okay. So no, I don't want to connect to the TV. I want to play this video. I thought it was longer than that. This is 52 minutes? Wait a minute. Alright, so let me go into OBS. We're about to get something crazy. Maybe it's Ben. Let's listen to Ben's audio. So let's kill this. I hope I didn't just dog this Pete kid. I feel so bad, man. People just claim to be other people. It's such a bad impersonating other people. How are you going to do something like that? Let's see. Window capture. Okay. Oh, no. We want to do video capture device. Just 1 second. How do I get this? Add video capture device. Boom. iPhone. Michael's iPhone. Bingo. Okay. Is this dude? Really? Is this the guy calling me? If this dude is the guy calling me, I feel sorry for this guy. Do we really have to be this way to this guy? Let's see. Let me listen to this voice. Oh shit, the microphone's not working, is it? Damn. Why isn't the audio not working? Oh shoot, what I gotta do? I gotta do add audio. Golly, window capture, audio capture. Device. Oh, come on. Oh, I can't do this. This is some BS, Jay. Can't show it. I gotta listen. I just gotta listen. You see the goofball? I just want to see if it's this guy.
So now this is my response. Are you ready for this, guys? We're gonna make this great. We're gonna make this awesome. I said, I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna edit it. We can do better. We can do better.
Wait. Is this him?
In Indianapolis, Indiana.
I don't know why my shit's going down. I'm just trying to hear this guy. I don't know if this is him. I don't know what the hell. Screw it. I'm untechnological to right now. It ain't working, bro.
Will you take me as your lawfully wedded husband and to share my life together for the rest of our days, breaking in the bitches and fucking all the pussy that we can get our hands on, snorting lines of coke and meth and injecting weed and
Let's see.
That's That's why I got in the box. Now you're getting donations. See, it's a sign that once you.
Oh, that is the guy.
Going to get tons of money. Heck yeah, Joe, or whatever your name is, Jaws Ep. My mommy does know we're having a slumber party.
So
She's
who
gonna
is-
join us. She's baking us cookies, you fool.
Okay,
See, I
so
gotta put my shit in.
this is that same guy. Yeah, whoever that guy is on the phone right there, that's him. Absolutely. So Jay, oh, see now I feel all bad. Look, we found this dude out, but I didn't. The only way I could do it is just put it online, I guess. I feel bad for him. Oh, that's a Ben guy. Yes, that's Ben. Definitely the same guy. The mystery is solved. I feel so bad for Pete. The mystery is solved. Ben's an idiot. Ben was like, I'm gonna get you press credentials. Man, you really pissed off somebody. Ben is a straight idiot. That's funny. Man, that's what the World Wide Web. These people are so... You seen the guy, dude. You can't make that shit up. You can't make up how that dude looks. Oh, I feel bad for real Pete too. Melissa. I'm bad. They're gonna use it against me. They're gonna say Dad with the phone went after some dude. I'm Pete. Gosh. But what? We didn't see who Ben was. Has anybody actually seen Ben's picture? Has anybody seen Ben's picture? Because that guy was actually not Ben. He was talking to Ben. Does Ben show up in that video? Let me see real quick. Let me see. Because the question is like...
Daddy, I'm out of here. I'll text you in a little bit.
Yeah, so Ben never shows up in this video. It's just the other guy. So who is Ben's picture? Let me see.
Clothing, my PayPal is swaggerclothing@hotmail.com.
Let's see who.
That's why I got in the box. Now you're getting donations. See, it's a sign that once you move down here, we're just gonna get tons of money. Heck yeah, Joe, or whatever your name is, Jaws Ep. My mommy does know we're having a slumber party. She's gonna join us. She's baking us cookies, you fool.
See, I got
Yeah, so this is just another. These guys love it, right? They gotta say Daddy's name. Benny Boy. Benny Boy needed Daddy's time. That's why we got real sleuthers. People that would, before the damn phone call is even done. Before the damn phone call is... Oh, we got a picture of Ben coming in. We should definitely put Ben's picture up. Oh, Ben. Aren't you just a pretty boy? Now, we'll put Ben's picture up right now so we can all get a gander at the Benny boy. Benny boy. Oh, Benny boy. Come on. You gotta love the Benny. You gotta love the Benny boy and whoever this kid is. I don't know. How the hell is that showing up right now? Let's add something. I'm trying to add my iPhone. Video capture device. Browse. Let's add this iPhone. How's that doing that? Why is it doing that? It shouldn't be showing that. That's not Ben. Come on. Why don't you reset? Young whippersnapper. I don't know who this cat is. Oh wait. There's another one. Is that it? Okay, so let's add. So now if I add phone, video capture. I'm just trying to do this on the fly. I've been going all day. I need to get off this freaking YouTube. That's not who I want, but whatever. He's just this crazy too. Cancel. Anyway, I don't know if Ben is. I need to put Ben's face up there though, because I had Pete's face up for so long. Let me see here. This is in here. Let me see if I can find my iPhone. Golly, just too busy. Go to bed. Y'all go to bed. It's 12 o'clock. The damn jail time got me off. That jail time got me off. Oh, can you damn, how do I send that to myself? Oh, happy days. We got to give Ben credit, right? We got to Ben. I mean, come on, Ben. That's the best. God, he wants to. Oh, wait. Somebody just spoofed my butt. Let's add this to Google. Man, that's why you got real sleuthers on. They can't touch you. When you got a real sleuther on your list, like J's for Justice, that girl, she knows how to quick like keep me out of trouble. Instead of why can't I put this in my Google Drive? What happened to my Google Drive? Jeez. More. Jeez. Can I take it Facebook? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Ben Schmin, I'll get his picture. I probably won't ever talk about him again. Oh my God, he's gross. I know. Anyway, I can't do it. So, is he still going off? Make it stop. I'm sorry. Is something happening in OBS? I feel bad now. All right. Hey, y'all, thanks for playing. Thanks for playing in the game we call life. Oh, Benny Ben Shoo Shoo. Oh, I spoke to Bobby Brown. Come on. No, you didn't. Quit lying, bitch. Quit lying. Bobby, you don't even know. You ain't got Bobby's number. You ain't even got Bobby's number. Daddy got Bobby's cell phone number. Get out of here. Y'all have a good night. See y'all on the flip side. It's been fun.